7:30 in the morning and I'm on the way to a kickboxing session. I had a bit of a vlogging break, but I'm going to tell you all about that when I'm showered and back home after the kickboxing. Also, I'm turning 26 in 2 weeks, which is insane. 26 means I'm on my way to 30, which feels, it doesn't feel old, but it feels like life is passing by so quickly. It's like Corona completely wiped out the memory of 2 to 3 years for me. How was it for you guys? Did it feel like a long time or did it feel really short? Thumbs up for kickboxing.
More exhausting than I thought.
Because it was so different from what we usually do. It's always good to try something new.
Yeah.
I feel super exhausted, but in a very good way. Now I definitely need some good breakfast. I am back home now, about to have lunch, and I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind lately. I personally really love filming the vlogs for you guys, but also just for myself to reflect on what I'm doing. And obviously I'm not showing my full life. There's a lot of private moments that I do not want to share. But generally it's a nice memory to look back on, to have these videos. And last week was very, very tough for me, and I wanted to share why, because I feel like maybe some of you can relate, and I feel like it's not really being talked about. So as you know, I struggle with depression anyways, and I'm kind of I feel like I can easily feel low at times, and it's summertime and it's festival season and lots of stuff is going on, and it's so beautiful to meet up with your friends and have a good time and party and dance, but no one really talks. And there is my lunch. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Okay, I just picked it up from the door. So especially in summertime when there's so much going on, and now on top of that we're all it's all kind of new to us again after COVID. No one really talks about the aftercare or how we feel after the festivals, after the fun, after the parties, when we're alone again. And it might sound like such a first world problem, and I guess it is, but for me, I really didn't deal with it so well. This feeling of being with your best friends and being with good people constantly, and then all of a sudden you're alone again at home, it was really hard for me, almost for a week. And some things that really helped me during this week was just meeting up with people and still trying to not be alone, not be by myself too much. Like when I had to work, I would sit in a cafe to have the energy of other people around, spend a lot of time outdoors, especially with the sun shining right now, and connect with nature. For example, we went on a little boat trip the last weekend, which was amazing. Cooking good food and really focusing on nutrition was something that helped me a lot as well. And also allowing myself to slow down and to rest and to regain and recharge my energy. But it's always easier said than done. And I just wanted to include that in this video to let you know that if you've ever experienced a low after like a party or a fun event or even a holiday, that I totally understand you and you're not alone. If you have any additional tips on how to overcome these weird feelings after something super fun happened, please put them in the comments down below. I would love to know how you're dealing with these phases. So I am going to enjoy my lunch now, and then I think I'm just gonna work a little bit today.
So good. Oh my god.
Good morning. I went to an unexpected house party last night and I'm so tired. I just had an enormous breakfast because food always keeps me going on days like that, but now I need to get ready quickly to go to my therapist, which I'm super excited about. In my last video, I talked a little bit about how hard it is to find a therapy place in Berlin, to find a therapist. It's so hard to find a place through your insurance that now I am paying out of my own pocket, which is fine for me because I see the importance of a therapy and I do have the money to do that, but it annoys me that it's so hard for people to seek help and seek help that they do need, and that is so important and that can even save lives. And I think something needs to change about that. But on that note, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported me and who messaged me tips on how to find a therapist. And there was even one girl who warmed my heart because one of you guys got me into somatic therapy and connected me with her friend, which was the loveliest gift to my heart. I felt so held and welcome through the connections that we make on here, through this little online family that we have. And the somatic therapy was such a beautiful experience. It's based around how our body stores our emotions and how our physical and psychological health are so much more connected than we think. And by talking at first, but then also like pressing certain places of our body and doing real body work, releasing that trauma and that tension, and then learning to connect certain physical pain with our emotional blockage. And that was so interesting and it really worked for me like crazy. So I can definitely recommend that. Happy Sunday, everyone. I am wearing this very interesting hairstyle. It's very hard to get your hair out of your way with hair like this. So this is my wonderful look today. I am just at home painting this morning and I'm so happy because I love busy Berlin life. But I also love just having quiet moments to myself. And I'm so overwhelmed that I can say that because I used to be someone who was alone a lot and who was very happy being alone. And then with my depression, that really changed because every time that I was alone, all these thoughts popped into my head and being alone kind of turned into being miserable. And I hated being alone, and I hated this apartment. I hated the fact that I was living here alone. I didn't feel well at all. And I'm not saying that everything's cool now and I'm always happy alone. No, definitely not. But I'm very happy to say that I'm enjoying this morning to myself, and I'm enjoying just being here without any plans. I'm being creative right now. I'm painting, and it's just wonderful. Yeah, the only plan really I have today is tonight I'm going out to a nice dinner. It's like an influencer event. I'm just a +1 again. As in my last vlog, I'm always the +1. Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be nice, and it's just a very chill Sunday, and I haven't had that in a long time.
Rocking that smart casual business vibe. I love it. Oh. Yeah.
I think it's 8:20 or something, and I have a yoga class at 9. And I have the most beautiful lights in the morning in my apartment, as you can tell. So nice. So I decided to have an early painting session before going to yoga, and actually finished one. Here's a little sneak peek. And I'm working on 2 other pieces right now.
Auf die schönste Woche.
Die schönste Woche.
Nächste heißeste.
Das ist so süß, wie ihr das jetzt sagt.
Good morning. I'm looking so sleepy and I am still super tired. But today I think is the last day of this vlog, and I'm currently on my way to get some breakfast with a good friend of mine. And we're going to discuss a huge fun art project together, which I'm super excited about. And then I'm going to get a perm. And I never in my life thought that I would try getting a perm, because I used to have super thick curls and somehow they just left me. I don't know what happened there, but I guess hair structure can change throughout one's life. And you know how you're always so excited to go to the hairdresser, but then once the day comes, you're like, actually I'm quite happy with the way I look right now. So I'm super scared of making a mistake, but I trust Bastian with all of my heart. He's been doing my hair for 2 years and cutting it short and doing all these fun things, and I am definitely ready to experiment a little bit with him today, and I think he's gonna do a great job. The heat wave is still going strong in Berlin. Today it's supposed to be 38 degrees. I know you're not supposed to say this, but I'm actually loving it. I love the heat.
Also wenn nie irgendwie über Sex gesprochen wird oder so und man sich dann wie soll man sich dann trauen?
Richtig.
This is what my hair looks like now. I love it.
Mach einfach. Dann bist du halt schnell fertig.
I feel like most people in Berlin have a hate-love relationship with the city, because on one hand it's so multicultural and so vibrant and so uplifting, and there's always something going on. But there's always something going on. And if you're someone who gets FOMO quite easily, or is just a very active and social person, it's really hard to say no to things, and it's really hard to organize your lifestyle because you just want to be everywhere at the same time, and there is something going on every day. And especially after COVID, I feel like that kind of hit me, and I'm struggling with organizing my life here. And I've talked to a couple of people who feel exactly the same way. So I personally think I won't stay in Berlin forever, just because it is super fun and super like go, go, go. But I only notice that it's also super exhausting on my body when I am outside of Berlin, when I'm actually able to unwind and relax. So we will see how life will evolve and what's going to happen. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty in the air right now, with everything, with the whole world. And also in my personal life, there's a lot of changes happening constantly. But I'm trying to embrace them and trying to be open and excited for what's to come. And I hope that little video here gave you some inspiration, some joy, some happiness. And as always, if you have any requests or questions or anything you would like to know, you can ask me in the comments. I make sure to answer every question, I guess. I'm trying at least. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Bonne journée, bonne soirée, bisous, à bientôt.